Development board.
Apologies for the interruption. We'll be starting shortly.
Started or comparison.
Please speak only when you are spoken to, and I would request the screen will be shared from our end only, and so that there are no spammers present in the group can interrupt the meeting. Thank you.
Apple Music subscription ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಗಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕೆ ಇಯರ್ಫೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಅದು ಇದು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ. Hello, Raj. ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವಾ? ಅಶ್ವಥ ಅವತ್ತು ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕು.
1 minute వచ్చిపోతా అబ్బా సెట్ చేశాను ఉందా లేదు చెప్పేసి వెళ్ళిపోతా ఏం చేయక్కర్లేదు చెప్పండి ఇంతేనా అదే సార్ అంతే ఫుల్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది ఫుల్ డ్రాప్ సార్ అది మెసేజ్ ఇందాక మెసేజ్ ఇవ్వడానికి కదా పెట్టారు
URL.
So what are the objectives of IDEX DIO? The objective is to develop products, to develop innovative products from the scientific and innovative concepts, and bring these technological ideas into the market. The second objective is to promote the private sector and create an ecosystem where startups, MSMEs, individual innovators, and R&D institutes can work together to boost this ecosystem. Along with it, we are also trying to indigenize the technologies that we are importing. The various defense PSUs, the 60 defense PSUs that we have, they are importing various technologies and arms and various other equipments like tanks. By component, we are trying to indigenize this, and in the future, the country hopes that everything is going to be produced indigenously, and we are going to become a defense powerhouse in the world. Shortly, I will like to cover the process, what the IDEX process actually entails. So we collaborate this with all the defense agencies and the tri-services, Army, Navy, Air Force, all the defense PSUs, and we curate problem statements from them. We identify what are the bottlenecks, what are the breaking points in the technologies, in the supply chains, and we identify the problem statements on which the innovators can work. So after shortlisting this problem statement, we launch it on our portal, and we invite applicants to, we do a comprehensive outreach. We have a network of various incubators housed in academic institutions, IITs, and other innovation hubs like defense innovation hubs and defense manufacturing corridors. We do the extensive outreach. All the cohorts of the MSMEs, startups, students, they are reached out, and there is a very simple application process that we have, where you only have to give in the technical gist of your solution, on which if you merit shortlisting, that is done. The next stage is a preliminary shortlisting is done of all the applicants, and this shortlisted list is sent to our partner incubators and nodal officers. So nodal officers do their next level of vetting, technical vetting, and after doing this technical vetting, they give us a further shortlist. Out of this shortlist, everyone is called to a high-powered selection committee meeting where 2-star nodal officers sit in, or the rank of GM from the DPSU sit in, and they, along with their technical officers, along with the representatives of partner incubators and DIO representatives, they do a comprehensive drilling of the technical aspects, of the business aspects, of the innovation aspects of the proposals, and after that, an evaluation is done on various parameters, and marking is done. After that, ranking is prepared, and whoever merits the selection is called for, is informed through emailing, and the documentation process starts. After that, a PDS and PRU document is issued, in which the technical specifications are detailed out, and whoever agrees to fulfill those technical specifications is invited to sign a contract with us. After signing that contract, we have our grant is given in 5 tranches with various milestones. So for example, if you have a product in mind, that is broken down into 5 different components, starting from idea, documentation, then prototyping, then validation, then integration, and then finally trials. At every milestone, we have a certain amount of tranche that is given, and all this is linked to a fixed timeline that is mentioned in the contract. Monitoring this is a project management unit comprising of nodal officers from the respective agency and the officers from DIO, who closely monitor your day-to-day development and how the project is being developed. Along the way, we are there to support you along your development journey, and wherever there is a facilitation required for testing or trials, or any sort of technical queries are there, that is resolved. Where our innovation ecosystem separates from other schemes is that Government of India these days is focusing on innovation in a major way that is going to boost our economy. Where our ecosystem differs from other schemes is there is a chance for defense procurement at the end of your successful trial. As in, if you successfully pass the trials of the agency that has called for the solution, then a RFP is float, that is that is the requirement for how many orders with what specification is floated, and if you successfully fulfill it, then there is a spiral development, as in initially you may be given a order quantity of 1, then maybe starting it with 10, then it gradually increases to further maybe 100. So that is where the startups and the innovators get in their return, and that is where they can actually dent the technological landscape, which is not present in the other innovation ecosystem that is working in the country and even in the other advanced countries. So with this, we have, in this version of this, we have launched a number of challenges from BEL and HAL, and I would like to give a brief on the challenges, and I will hand it over to the respective nodal officers to give you further technical briefs, so that you can ask your technical queries. Today we have Mr. Singh, who is looking after the problem statement number 22 and 23, that is the proximity sensor of aerial bomb and proximity sensor of naval artillery. I would like to invite Mr. Parvinder Singh to show further light on this problem statement, what technicalities it includes, how the development journey is going to be, what is the minimum order quantity that is expected if the product is successfully developed, and what sort of facilitation will be provided in terms of trials and other help. I would like to pass on the baton to Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Sir, good evening. I am from BEL, Pune. Mr. Parvinder Singh, he will come after few minutes, and you can take another problem challenge. He will come and he will explain to you within 10 minutes.
That's okay, sir. Meanwhile, is it okay if you explain the challenge a bit?
So meanwhile, I can explain. We need to develop two types of fuses for the Indian Navy and Indian.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you in between. I would request you to please be a bit loud and clear.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are now loud and clear, sir. Thank you.
No, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are, sir.
Myself, I am Chintu Rajarao. Mr. Parvinder Singh, I have attended for this meeting. In this program, we have given two problems. One is the proximity fuse for aerial bomb. Yes.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, one is the proximity fuse for aerial bomb. Another one is the naval proximity fuse for naval artillery shell. Currently, we are importing from the Italy, and we are importing from the Saffron for the aerial bomb fuse. But fuse electronics we have developed and everything, but there is a proximity sensor part. Still, it is pending. We are going to. That is why we are giving this problem to IDEX. In this, criticality is the RF portion in Pune unit. There is no having nothing is in the RF expertise. That is why we have given to the IDEX. And in case of the AI,
Sir, sorry to interrupt. We are getting a lot of messages. Is it possible for you to increase your sound system or your be a bit louder so that you can be more clear?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Is better, so? Sir, you are not audible at all.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are now.
Now audible.
Yes, sir.
Now I will explain the functioning of the aerial bomb fuse, sir. Aerial bomb fuse electronics we have already developed. In that case, proximity sensor has to give height of burst that is at least 9 plus or minus 3 meters. That means 3 to 12 meters height should be required. And it should work the conditions I have already mentioned on that minus 50 degrees centigrade to 71 degrees centigrade. And it should withstand minus 4G to 7.5G. And also the order we are expecting from the Indian Air Force approximately 5,000 fuses per annum. The same way naval artillery fuse also we are expecting from the naval Indian Navy, that is also 5,000 fuses per annum.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I would you like to explain more functionalities or technicalities, or we should take the questions from the audience?
Sorry, sir.
Sir, I am asking you, would you like to explain more technicalities and detailed functionalities of the two problem statements, or we should take the questions from the audience?
No, sir, he will come and explain to you. He told that I am coming and I will explain.
Sure, sir. Meanwhile, he is coming. We can move forward for the next problem statement, which Madhu Murthy sir will be explaining. Sir, I would request you to. So, the problem statement 24 from the BEL is frequency difference of arrival based direction of arrival for radar signals. Madhu, sir?
Yeah, my colleague Mr. Anjan will explain about the problem statement and other features that we are expecting.
Good afternoon. This is regarding the direction of arrival measurement for an ESM system, electronic support measure system, which is basically a passive receiver meant to intercept radar signals which are present in the environment. Here, direction arrival means that whatever radar signals the passive receiver intercepts, the direction has to be measured. In which direction the radar signal is being intercepted. This is the main challenge. And as explained in the challenge, there are many other process or measurements or techniques or algorithms available for measurement of the direction of arrival. For example, based on the amplitude of the signal which is intercepted by the receiver, yes, the direction of arrival can be measured. The next is by the phase difference of the signals intercepted by by different antennas of the system, the direction of arrival can be measured. And third is based on the time difference of the signals which are being intercepted by various antennas of the system, direction of arrival can be measured. So now here what we are anticipating from the startups or the challenges, that based on the frequency of the frequency difference of whatever the intercepted signals, the direction of arrival needs to be measured or calculated. So here we have two challenges. First is the hardware development. The second point is the development of the technique. So, coming back to the system wise, it is basically a receiver, a passive receiver, which needs to be developed. And this receiver, the input signals will be in the range of 2 to 18 gigahertz. Usually our radars operates in S band up to, D band to K band. So we should be able to intercept any of these signals first. Then this can have multiple antennas as per the algorithm which is being devised, and the difference in the frequency of the intercepted signal by various antennas. Based on that, the direction of arrival has to be calculated. For that, an algorithm needs to be developed. So, as a final stage, once they are able to develop the receiver and demonstrate the algorithm, this will be integrated into the ESM receivers or the EW receivers which have been developed and deployed by Bharat Electronics Hyderabad unit. Any questions?
Why this particular requirement of only frequency difference and not other technology like phase difference or array antenna detecting it?
May I know, I mean, your good name and the company?
Yeah, I'm Sachin from Shapoorji Pallonji. I just the query is focused on because ESM systems are all static systems. So
Yeah.
why this particular requirement? Why only the frequency difference technology? Why not other two technologies which are available? Phase difference as well as array antenna detecting that. Why I'm asking this particularly because we are assuming a single source here. If it is multiple source, then frequency differential will be much challenging compared to phase difference or array antenna catching it.
Sir, I couldn't get your company name.
So I'm Sachin from Shapoorji Pallonji Defense.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So, okay, sir, coming back to your question. Yeah, it's a good question. See, amplitude and phase, coming back to this techniques or the algorithms with respect to amplitude, what are the accuracies we get are very huge in the sense like 10 degrees will be the RMS if I select a 4 antenna system, and if I come to 6 antenna system, it will be around 8 degrees or so. But the issue is the measurement of the amplitude, how accurate, because there are RF components in the line, and these receivers needs to be operated over a wide temperature range, and there are process variations. So the calibration and the amplitude accuracy with which we can measure is relatively high, because of which the DO accuracy is also high. The second point, what you asked is about the phase. Though phases are much better, but what we found or the literature is the frequency difference is giving much better accuracies. Yeah, your second or third question is since it is a single point of source, how we can do it? That is a challenge, because what we know is this can be done based on the Doppler effect, because if the source is moving, definitely there is a frequency difference. So based on that, we can find the DF. This is one method we know. If you have any other things, we are open for discussion.
No, yes, that's why in frequency differential, we'll have to rely on Doppler effect. That means if not source, I'll have to move the receiver. But my question is, we are assuming a scenario where the source of signal would be a single point source, or because if it is multiple point source, then having this kind of detection, frequency detection would be a challenge. That's what I'm saying.
So basically, you can assume a fixed source, a single source, but your receiver can be mounted on aircraft which will be moving at a faster rate. Or you can assume, I mean, you can also consider a scenario where the receiver can be mounted on a UAV kind of thing. Or the vice versa, the radar or the transmitting source can be mounted on an aircraft, and your receiver might be on a ship, which is fixed, but your aircraft keeps moving at a faster rate.
Okay, understood. So basically, I'll have to, because in practical scenario, I'll have no control over the source, but my receiver will have to be then on a platform, moving platform, and it should be capable of detecting multiple sources or a single source at a time.
See, basically the present situation is the RF environment is very dense, But one thing I can assure you is the technique we are intending for for a receiver which is on a fast moving platform. So your question is whether it will be a single source or there might be multiple emissions available in the environment. Yes, of course, the algorithm should be capable of capturing both noise and multiple interceptions.
So you are asking for selectivity also.
Come back.
So you're asking for selectivity also. So if it is one source, I have to identify that particular source and its direction, ignoring the others.
No, you have to do for all the things. Like if there are 5 transmissions, then you have to identify all the 5 and you have to give me direction for all the 5.
Understood.
Thank you so much, sir, for clearing all the doubts and concerns. I would request if anybody else is having any kind of questions, please come up with your queries. Queries for the respected.
Do we already have some kind of platform in use with BEL?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes.
Do we have already have such kind of platform in use by BEL presently, or by services by
This technique, whether it is used.
No, of course, this technique is a new development, but yes, we have fitted our ESM receivers on multiple platforms.
Yeah. So for some reference, we already have something.
Yes. I mean, the receivers are available, but this technique is not available. They are all based on different techniques like amplitude, phase, time difference.
Noted.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Going forward,
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, good evening, sir. Myself, Prasad from Unistring Tech Solutions Private Limited, Hyderabad. Sir, I want to know what will be the minimum order quantity for this project? Hello.
Sir, yeah, basically we are looking at the development and then integrating this unsuccessful development. The first we can have an proto development as explained by our IDEX DIO, and then we can see based on the success of the algorithm and the volume of the receiver, we will be able to decide upon the numbers. Because we have requested for a compact receiver.
Yeah. Will be the sir possible number? As you said that already you have fitted some of the TDOA and other phase difference like systems in the already existing ESM platforms. So what might be this number?
See, we have multiple, requirements in hand, but that's what I would like to emphasize that because this being a new development based on the success. Yes, we have a good number of requirement.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, can I have the contact number of the nodal officer and email ID, name, etc.? Because our other technical team members are also having some doubts. They are not available as of now. So we can contact you later after this.
Sir, the details of the nodal officers and the technical persons will be made available on the website once these decisions are being done. So for now, these are the confidential things.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Anybody else is having any questions for the respected challenge? So with this, we will be moving forward to the next challenge. That is from the HAL. Shubhoji, sir, you are with us?
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Hi, sir. How are you?
Yeah, actually, yeah, hi, fine. I think Saraswati madam is there. She can explain it.
Good afternoon. I'm Saraswati here. So basically, our challenge is development of a intershaft bearing temperature and strain measurement through telemetry method in the intershaft, which is connecting the two shaft, that is HP and LP spool. So the temperature what we are expecting is around 200 degrees Celsius in the intershaft bearing housing, and at the higher temperature, maximum temperature, it can go up to 300 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. And the shaft will be rotating at the RPM of 24,500, and the other shaft will be LP will be rotating at the speed of 16,500. So during the engine run at this high speed, right from the 0 to up to max speed, we are supposed to measure the temperature and the strain. So that is the main challenge. And the environment where it will be mounted has to withstand both the vibration and also the oil. So the bearing location where the sensors has to be mounted, both the strain and temperature, has to withstand the vibration and also the oil. Okay. Then apart from that, yeah, duration of measurement, the maximum we are expecting it to be around 45 degrees Celsius, 45 minutes. And one more thing is that it should be, since it's a telemetry type, the transmitter should have a self-powering unit. That is, it has to have a battery which will be mounted along with the sensor and the transmitter in the shaft, and it will also be rotating along with the shaft at the speed what we have mentioned for the HP and the LP RPMs.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, would you like to discuss more about the technicalities or functionalities, or the audience should take the raise their concerns and questions?
I would like to share some more.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah, the intershaft bearing dimensions is around outer dia is 95 mm, inner dia 60 mm. The width is 18 mm. Then the thickness, the raised thickness is around 5.65 mm, and the weight of the bearing is 490 grams. So in here we are expecting to measure the temperature and the strain. Can you come down the document? There's a picture down in the document what you're sharing. Come down.
Ma'am, we are only sharing these much of details as of now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
We can take the question. Yeah, we will take the questions now.
Thank you, ma'am. Anybody who is having any kind of concerns, please come up.
Hello, ma'am. This is Rohit from Rosa Technology Private Limited, Jamshedpur. Could you please again repeat the dimensions, what you have stated, and the data?
Okay, the intershaft bearing dimensions are: outer dia is 95 mm, inner
Okay.
dia 60 mm, width is around 18 mm, raised thickness is 5.65 mm, and the weight of the bearing is 490 grams.
Ma'am, raised thickness is around
5.65 mm.
okay, and weight is 490 gram, no?
Right.
So you are looking to basically get the temperature and the strain that is happening onto the inner shaft of the bearing, if I am not wrong.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, and this would be wirelessly transmitted.
Yes, without it should be wireless telemetry type, right?
Okay, telemetry. And what's the power source you are looking at? Because what temperature you have mentioned, these are pretty much higher temperatures. So what's the power source that we can that can be available at that point?
No, that's what you should have a battery. So it should withstand the temperature what we have mentioned. So it can work between 12 volt to 24 volt for a use of 45 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, 12 volt to 24 volts. And the temperature is 300 degree max for 20 minutes.
Right.
And minimum it goes, ma'am?
Minimum is the room temperature. From there, when the engine is running, it can reach around 200 degrees Celsius.
Got it.
Once you shut down the engine, it may go up to 300 degrees Celsius is what we are telling for 20
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Perfect.
Sujit, you want to add something?
No, madam, that's fine for time being. Only thing the transmitter can be put a little away if that is required for, but the measurement system has to work at that temperature.
Perfect, sir. Got it.
One question.
The major thing I want to add is hello.
Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah, major thing I want to add is that it has to transmit the signal around away because we have a barrier for receiver to receive the signal.
Okay, and what's the hertz of data transmission that you're looking at, sir?
Madam, can you please?
Yeah. We are actually we are looking at 20 millisecond samples. So
Could you, ma'am, again repeat? Your voice was breaking.
20 millisecond.
20 milliseconds. Got it, ma'am.
One question that it is mentioned that this device should be rotating, okay, along with the shaft. Okay, so we want to understand that any specific reason why it should be rotating, or can it be static as well?
No, because it is mounted on a rotating shaft.
So if we place the device on the housing of the bearing, okay, so not on the shaft but near to the shaft.
Bearing both the races are rotating in this case. It is mentioned in the document like inner race is having a speed of 65,000 RPM and 16,500 RPM, and the outer race is having a speed of 24,500 RPM. So both the races are rotating. You won't get a static housing over there. The receiver will be a static part which will be housed outside the engine diameter, that is 700 mm diameter away. And the transmitter and the cable routing or whatever it is, that has to be a rotating part with the shaft.
Okay. And any specific reason that I believe that we are trying to do the bearing failure analysis? Okay. Is that the intention?
So it is while running, we have to measure the temperature and the strain of the bearing, and it's all components around it are rotating. So you won't get a static part over there.
Right, but we want to measure it so that later on we want to identify when that bearing is going to fail, correct?
Yeah, that also, and while running it is having, means it is a health monitoring system. So we are just checking that all the parameters are means on the dot.
Because many a times bearing failures can be detected by having the vibration sensor, and you can sense the vibration and use SFT, and that is also a method. But we are specifically preferring to have it in this way. So, is it also possible that we can try with the other method, that is having the vibration sensing and then providing all the signals and do the prediction of the failure?
Our prime concern is to measure the temperature, because bearing is firstly governed by the temperature it is reaching at. So primarily we have to check the temperature.
The temperature also is available in the sensor along with vibration, but it is typically mounted near to the bearing casing, not exactly on the bearing, but near to the bearing casing. So maybe I can just.
Right. But in this case, you don't find the static housing, because the bearing, both the races are rotating. It is mounted between two shafts rotating at different speeds, so there is no static housing.
In later discussion, we can propose what we think. Okay, but
Sorry?
Avinash, you are not completely audible. Is it
no,
okay
I said,
with you to repeat
I
it?
said yes. No, I
Yes,
said
please go
in
on.
the later technical. Yeah, I said in the later technical discussions we can propose some approach that we have in mind, and we can discuss more in them.
Sure, you're most welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Please let us know if anybody is having any more concerns or questions. Thank you, Shubhaji sir. Thank you, Madhu sir. Thank you, Chintu sir, for solving out all the queries and concerns the audience might be having. I would like to hand over to Mr. Ranjan for further processings. So, is there anyone from the partner incubator? Okay. So, anybody who might be having any concerns or questions about the IDEX framework or how the entire framework of the challenges works might raise their questions.
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Please go on.
So, challenge number 21. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go on. Yes, you are audible.
Challenge number 21 was briefed, sir.
No, sir. The silicon compound semiconductor-based high-power pulse laser diode wasn't brief. We would be scheduling the another session for the same whenever the nodal officer will be available. The nodal officer recently just got a very important meeting right before this meeting itself. So we are very sorry, but we were not able to conduct the outreach for the silicon compound semiconductor-based high-power pulse laser diode today. But we will be conducting it very soon.
Okay, sir. So we'll be getting information, sir.
Yes, sir. You will be getting complete mails and the entire piece of information in the same way that you got for this meeting as
well. Okay, sir. Yeah.
And it will be published over social media handles as well.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
So, any more questions about the IDEX framework, sir?
Sir, can you throw some light on open challenge?
Yes, sir. Ranjan sir, would you like to explain?
So open challenge is a category that we have formulated. We found out that many innovators and startups and MSMEs, they may be having a product or an idea or a concept that may be suitable to the services and the defense needs, and they plug in a gap in the defense ecosystem, but there is not a suitable problem statement from the any agency, for example tri-services or any DPSU. In that case, you can on your own, the startup and the innovator, they can pitch in, they can apply in the open category, rather open challenge, where you can formulate your own problem statement. As in, let's say you have a product that can plug in the gap of high powered connectors, and you see that problem statement is not in the list of PSS floated in this version of the disk. Then you can give a suitable title to it, and then you can pitch in with your technical details, and if it merits a solution, it will be sent to the respective agency. For example, if it is relevant to BEL or if it is relevant to Army, it will be sent to them, and then if they find if it merits a evaluation, then you will be evaluated. If there are other applicants in the similar problem statement, you will be clubbed with them and evaluated. There is an advantage in open category that there is no there is a huge advantage when the stage of procurement comes in. For example, in a particular problem statement, you might have to compete through the normal RFP process, but in the open challenge or open category, the procurement process is a bit easier. Basically, if you have a product, then you can apply in the open category. That is not falling in the conventional problem statement that has been floated this time.
Thank you, sir. Hope, sir, it clears your query.
So that will also have a similar nodal officer and all, or I mean, what I feel, a lot of communication gap. We apply for IDEX and thereafter we don't even come to know what has happened to the thing. So,
sir,
if some communication which happens.
Sir, for the details, I would request you to connect with me directly. I'm Ankit Kumar Sharma, working as a program executive at IDEX DIO. You will find my details over the IDEX website as well, the contact details. And
what did you say?
Sir, I'm saying, yeah, sorry. Should I repeat, sir?
Yeah, kindly.
Yeah, sir. For any concerns or queries about the results or about your application process, you may contact on my number. My contact details are available on the IDEX website's who section. So there I will be able to explain in more details about your application.
But what's your name or designation?
It's Ankit Kumar Sharma, working as a program executive at IDEX DIO.
Done.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Any more questions, please?
Yeah, hello, sir. Can you just please explain again about the open challenge? You just mentioned there is some difference when it comes to procurement as compared to a normal challenge. So can you please elaborate more on that?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, just in the last question, sir explained that there is an advantage if you go via open challenge category at the time of procurement.
So, sir, the advantage is only only when there is your solution doesn't fit in the existing problem statements, or any of the in any of the 12 iterations of the disk. There's no problem statement for which the product you are giving. If it's already falling, there is no advantage. So it's it's
right,
not
sir.
like if it's for high-powered laser diode and you apply in open category, that won't be valid. You still have to apply in problem statement number 21. That is
no, right. That is understood. The question is regarding if there is already it is not there, and then we are applying. What is the advantage? You were mentioning something.
The advantage is that the number of competitors. For example, let's say in problem number statement number 21, there are total 3 shortlisted applicants and 2 successfully develop it, and then finally those 2 will compete for the procurement, or the procurement will be divided between the 2, the MOQs. But let's say you have a standalone solution that no innovator has applied for, then you are the sole contender or competitor in that category, and you are the only the procurement will only be given to you if successful and if relevant.
Yes sir, thank you, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Sir, one more question.
I have two questions. One is there are in the previous disk challenges, there have been many unresolved solutions. That's what we were given to understand. So is there any list available like which are the still unresolved solutions in the past challenges? That is number one. Secondly, what is the approximate duration from the challenge open to the industry and the signing of a contract? Approximate timelines.
So, sir, to find out all of the problem statements and challenges that we are launching, you can find each and every detail on the IDEX website. You will find all of the problem statements that we launched in from disk 1 to disk 11 on our website itself. As far as it is about, knowing about the unsolved or unresolved challenges, it comes in the next disk 12 or disk 13 segments. Like in disk 12, if you see the problem statements that we discussed 23 or 24, that is the proximity fuze, are the challenges that were launched in disk 10 itself and still was unresolved. So we continuously relaunching them, the problem statement that are not resolved in a particular section of disk. So it is an ongoing process. Also, sorry, if I may ask, what was your second question?
Second question is approximate timelines from the time you launch the challenge and to the time of signing the contract. You said some at the end of it, you sign the industry signs the contract for.
Yeah. Sir, there is a standard procedure for the same. Yeah, there is a standard procedure for the same. Like today we are having the technical outreach and the process will be following. There will be HPSCs, there will be shortlisting, there will be multiple process to finalize the candidates. The time might vary. I cannot comment the exact time, but at IDEX we follow a very fast track. We follow a very fast track timelines. So it will be quite on a very good pace. Meanwhile, once the winner is declared, we try to winner is declared after the HPSC. We try to tentatively sign the contract within 1 month of winner declaration.
Okay, thank you. So approximately it will be about 6 months, a year.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Thank
got
you.
the test, sir?
Approximately, it will be what, about a year or so, or less than that? The time.
No, sir. It will never take an year, except from some exceptional cases. We try to make it as fast as possible to get the contract signed, but there is a certain amount of time that we take to actually find out the winner and shortlisting all of the candidates, so that we can have the perfect innovator for the perfect challenge. After that, once this process is complete, we usually target our process to get the contract signed within 1 month in ideal case scenarios, after the winner is declared.
All right. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir, I have one question.
Please, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please
I'm
go on.
Sahil from Tusk Electronics. Currently, we are doing one project for Navy, but we are doing through one of the mediator because it is one of the R&D project and we are not directly vendor for Indian Navy. So we are doing through emergency procurement, which a captain has a power. So we are designing a one rectifier for decausing system. The same idea I can pitch here in open category because many of the machines like ships are
So, sir,
facing this issue.
You are working with Indian Navy through IDEX or on your own?
On our own, we have one mediator there who is a registered vendor. We are not registered yet
So
in Navy.
you are not through the IDEX route, right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can submit your solutions in open challenge category, and if it will be a fit to the Indian Navy, there can be a further process on the same.
It is already under trial stage. They are using it.
So it is already developed, sir, right?
Yeah. We have developed it and tested also. So they are on
So,
trial.
sir. Okay, sir. Then the Indian Navy is already having it, sir. So if at IDEX we aim to indigenize and innovate, right? If something is already developed, then I think it is already innovated or already indigenized. So I think you should refrain from submitting it again to IDEX.
Sir, I have one point. Since it is not at like some at level that it has published to all the ships or to Navy directly, because it is they have purchased it in an emergency procurement for trial for the ship, for a single ship they have trying now through captain.
Yes, sir.
They have some power for emergency procurement. So can we pitch and like when it will be directly have a contact with Navy if we pitch in IDX? What I feel.
Sure, sir. You can try submitting your solutions in the open challenge category, and furthermore, we will be overseeing what can be done.
Okay, sir. Sir, where is your contact number available if any help I need, because this is my first session with IDX.
Sir, my name is Ankit Kumar Sharma, working as a program executive at IDEX DIO. You can find my details in IDEX website, Who's Who section.
Who's Who section?
Yeah,
okay.
Who is Who. Yes, sir. Any
Sir,
more
I have
questions?
just one suggestion for you.
Mm-hmm.
No, not you. The gentleman just was asking. Since he has
Yes,
already has a product, he can directly go and pitch it to Navy rather than, he has already developed the product. This is what he was saying.
Yes, sir.
But there are another survey like where to pitch and whom to meet for these kind of things.
Yeah, that you have to figure out. But as you have directly have a product, you should directly go for sell it. IDEX may not be like.
Sir, as I communicated, for pre-existing solutions and the products, or these kind of discussions that you submit for the OC or not, we can have a separate call. You can find my details on the IDEX website. Please let me know if you have any concerns or questions regarding the DISC 12 and the problems that we have discussed.
Okay, sir. Hello.
Sir,
Or any
what is your
question?
name?
Yes, sir.
What is your name? Sorry, we couldn't get your name properly. In that,
Sir, it's
who is
Ankit
who?
Kumar Sharma.
Okay, Ankit Kumar Sharma. Yes, sir. Sir, and
Yes, sir.
about ADITI, like when you will be giving this outreach session?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you.
Sir, with respect to ADITI, when you will be giving the outreach session?
Sir, you will be getting all the details on our website as well. Also, you will be getting all the details on our social media handles as well. So whenever we will be planning the technical outreach session, you will get an update on our social media handles. So I request you to please stay updated and follow our Twitter channel.
Okay. For ADITI also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
hello.
one question regarding the procurement. So let us say through IDEX route, there are two winners, okay, and they have completed the project. Okay, so whatever is the order quantities that will be between these two, or you also then publish to the larger audience, MSME, like the larger industry at the end of the completing the challenge.
Yeah, so in terms of procurement, as I earlier told, there's an advantage, as in for a particular problem statement, only the firms that have won and successfully cleared the trials, the procurement or the MOQ that has been given during the contract signing. When you sign the contract with us, there will be a minimum order quantity that will be given. And if there are multiple contenders in that particular problem statement or challenge, it will be equally shared, or it will be divided across the different contenders or the winners who successfully mark the trials.
Okay.
For example,
Okay.
if the total order quantity is 30, and there are 3 startups, and the startup A has the specification that they meet is around 90% or 95%, that they may get an order quantity of 15, and the startup B and C, they may get 5 and 10 if they have a trial success rate of, let's say, 80% or 70%, or 85 and 80%.
Okay. But basically, you don't go beyond these three
And
startups.
also that depends on the discretion of the nodal officers and the requirement of the particular agency and the DPSC.
Right. So what I want to ask was that you don't go beyond these three startups who have completed the project.
No.
Between these three normal. Okay.
Not unless so. So if in the future, if there is a higher requirement, let's say MOQ is not the total annual requirement of the particular agency, and let's say the MOQ is only 30, and the annual requirement is close to about 100 or 1,000. Then when they open up the tender, then you will be given a preferential treatment. But certainly they will invite other applicants as well. But you will be in the top priority in the procurement process.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, thank you, everybody. Let me know if anybody is having. Yes, sir. Please go on.
Yeah. I had a query regarding this challenge number 22 and 23 for the proximity fuses. So I wanted to know what are the dimensions of these sensors which you are looking. Those were not mentioned, and what will be the scope of the developer or development agency for the testing, and what will be the scope of the BEL for the testing of these fuses? Will we just develop the proximity sensors and BEL will be testing it on their own, or what till what test has the development partner has to be conducted?
Sure, sir. Chintu Raja Rao, sir, or
Yes.
Pravinder, sir, you're there? Please, sir.
Yes, so we will do lab simulation ITA burst, and at the same time we will go for the field trials also with the fuel.
Okay. And what would be the dimensions that you are looking at for this proximity sensor, both the sensors?
In case of naval artillery fuel, the dimensions of the antenna is only 30. Maximum height or width is maximum 30 mm.
Okay. And for aerial bomb fuse?
In case of aerial, we can go up to 50 mm. This is the main concern of the dimensions. The maximum sensor width and height, everything is within 50 mm only.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And at the same time, these two sensors also with MIL 331D standard.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask a question?
Please go on, sir.
Yes, question.
Yeah. Hello.
Tell me.
Yeah, I'm Anesh Joshi here from Joshi Biomedical Services. I had a couple of questions regarding the proximity sensor. Like the input is inductive or optical?
No, sir, this is the RF, the FMCW radar.
Okay. RF is
Yes.
there.
Yes, sir, RF.
Okay. And the output expected is what?
The output expected is height of burst, that is in case of the aerial bomb proximity fuse, that is 9 plus or minus 3 meters height. In case of the naval fuse, that is 1 to 5 meters. But in case of naval fuse, there is a main concern, it should avoid the sea clutter.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you from, sir?
Hello.
You are from?
Yeah, I'm Anish Joshi here from Joshi Biomedical.
Joshiba?
Joshi Biomedical Services.
Joshi Biomedical.
Yeah. Regarding the RF, could you share some specs exactly what frequency and what amplitude, etc. typically is there?
Sir, up
What
to
bandwidth?
from 800 megahertz to up to 2.4 gigahertz, you can use any frequency.
Okay. Okay.
This is no problem.
And the signal strength, amplitude or signal strength?
Sorry?
And the amplitude or signal strength at the detector. Typically, what is the strength, field strength or voltage or whatever you may specify?
The detector.
Yeah, at the detector, like this, at the proximity, it has to sense the RF. So that RF is having what amplitude or what signal strength?
You can give only the height of burst measurements from threshold with some voltage. That is the Doppler signal.
No, I'm talking about the incoming signal. Incoming signal to the proximity fuse, that is the proximity sensor. The signal strength that it has to sense.
Whatever you are transmitting, that only it will sense.
No. See, it is like suppose you say, if you consider say ambient light, it is about 100 milliwatt per centimeter square. That is what is specified.
Now I am asking about the proximity sensor. That should be like radio altimeter.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
It measures the height of burst. It is exactly principle of radio altimeter.
Okay. Got
it.
it.
Will give the Doppler frequency as per height.
Okay.
That will trigger our fuse. That is, there is a explosive backside. We have to trigger that explosive certain height.
Yes.
In that case, the proximity sensor main function is you need to measure the height.
Yes.
With the proximity sensor by using Doppler principle with the FMCW radar.
Okay.
Yes. But here the main concern is the dimensions. That should be within 30 mm in case of the naval fuse, and in case of aerial bomb fuse, that is 50 mm.
Yes. Okay.
The main thing is that in the naval fuse, we need to avoid the sea clutters also.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Understood.
So the aerial bomb fuse also is required to be FMCW radar?
Yeah, it is so fast moving target. We can use FMCW. It is better to us.
Okay.
And height from the target is 3 meters for both?
Yeah, in case of the aerial bomb fuse, that is a 9 plus or minus 3 meters.
Say again, sir, I lost you.
Sorry?
No, we lost you, so we didn't get.
In case of the aerial bomb fuse, the height from the target is 9 plus or minus 3 meters.
That plus or minus 3 meters is adjustable, right?
Yes.
And the proximity?
In case of the naval proximity fuse, the height of burst is 0.5 to 30 meters from above the target. That is the surface target. If you take aerial target, that is 1 to 5 meters.
What would be the RCS of the aerial target?
Sorry?
What would be the RCS, minimum RCS of the aerial target, radar cross section?
Okay. Aerial target minimum is 0.3 meter.
Okay, okay. And it's mentioned that the beam pattern should have a zero sensitivity at the front. So getting such beam pattern for a digital proximity sensor may be difficult. So will you be open to, like, if it is a complete lobe maxima in the front?
No problem, sir. If it is front, it is better to us.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. That we will update. The main lobe is better to our use.
Got it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Please. Please, sir. Please.
Sir, do you have any experience on this proximity sensor design earlier? Have you designed anything?
Yes, sir, we are working on those aspects.
Okay.
We have worked some things on fuses. So we shall apply for that.
Okay. Another thing is that we can give only the DC power supply for that proximity sensor up to 24 volt is the maximum.
Noted, noted.
Yeah, we can't give more than that because here the battery is the concept, that is the reserve battery.
Yes.
Yes.
24 volts, you said?
Yes, sir, 24 volts.
Any limit on wattage?
Sorry?
Any limit on wattage? Any limit on current?
Current you can use up to
0.5?
Sir. Current is also limitation. You can use up to 40 to 50 milliamps.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the explanation.
Yes.
I hope every concern and questions regarding the challenges are pretty much clear. If anybody is having any, last question, please.
Good evening, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. It's a general
Yes, sir, you are
question.
audible.
Yeah. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, the outreach session. We don't know what challenges were covered. Any of the Indian Army or Indian Air Force, we don't know. So can we have the recordings of yesterday and day before yesterday session where they are available?
Yes. Yes, sir. Every technical outreach sessions recording will be available on our public forums, let it be YouTube, Facebook, or other social media platforms. Those will be made available in a short while. Or also, if you want to check out which challenges are being addressed technically, you can always check out our Twitter. We always post about the challenge and the challenge name before conducting the technical outreach. So you will be getting the details from the Twitter, and whenever you want to see the videos, it will be all available on the public forums like YouTube and social media channels. Hope you are aware about the YouTube handle, about IDEX YouTube handle. Hello.
About this, sir, but since the Twitter is updated long back, so I'm getting a doubt when it is posted in
Sorry, sir.
Twitter.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you. I missed.
No, when I handle from your website, it is showing April 7th is the last updated, April 7th, 2023. So I'm getting out when this is updated. So can you share me the
No,
link?
sir. Please check the Twitter directly. You might be checking the Twitter links on the website, right? Correct? Yeah. So the Twitter link on the
Yes.
website are random. They update on the popularity of the post basis. So if you want to have the latest updates, I would sincerely request you to please follow our Twitter channel. It is with the name of IDEX TIO. Also, in case you are not able, to find our social media handles, please reach out to me. You already have the details. From who's who, you can find my details. Sir, does that answer your question?
Ankit, your name is not there in who's who.
I will check it,
Kumo
sir.
Sharma
It will be there. It will be there.
Yes,
It will be
sir.
there. I will check and it will be there.
Your name is not there, sir. Just now I checked.
I
Yeah.
also checked.
Also,
Your name is not there.
also let me share my mail ID right here only.
Yeah, that will be better.
That will be really great.
Sir, can you share your YouTube channel name or ID?
IDXDI.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one.
Okay, thank you.
So hope everybody got my email ID. It's in the chat box.
Yeah, Ankit Sharma 97.
Yeah, ankitsharma.97@nic.net. So, thank you everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was really an interactive session. I would seriously thank all the nodal officers for giving their valuable time and solving all the concerns and queries innovators might be having, or clearing all the doubts for the respective challenges. So thank you. On the same note, we would like to end the meeting, and the recording of the meeting will be also available on our YouTube channels and other social media handles in a short while. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.